All right, welcome into the My Hero Academia podcast. We still don't have a name picked out. We're fast approaching October 15th. That's the cutoff for the date to be able to vote for this podcast. If you're hearing this today, you might be listening to it on the Dragon Ball Super Dope feed. This is typically something I just put up on the Patreon, Patreon Super Dope, whatever the fuck. But a lot of people who listen to our show who might not be on the Patreon yet, they are into My Hero Academia, and a lot of people were able to get out and go see the movie in theaters this past week. So I figure good excuse to, throw some extra thoughts over your way. Me and Carlton did not have the opportunity to sit down and do an episode last week, mainly because we had to go to fucking Boston randomly, very kind of short notice. But to be able to see this movie, the only place we could get tickets was at a theater in fucking Chinatown in Boston. I tried to get tickets 24 hours in advance. Wednesday night, I'm like, oh, cool. My dad posted up a picture on Facebook of him and my Uncle Julius and my little sister at the theater, unable to get in to see the movie because it was all sold out. And I'm like, oh, damn, I better try to buy tickets for tomorrow night right now. Sold out. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all sold out. So I text Tons of Fun. I'm like, dude, what do you want to do? Do you want to go to Boston? So we did. We bought tickets to a screening in Chinatown at the AMC in Boston. And I got to tell you, man, atmosphere for that movie. It was so packed. It was so crazy, crazy busy. And everybody in that theater was so excited. They just had such a fun time. It was like a fun communal experience, being able to watch it with everybody there in the theater. But I know that a lot of listeners for Super Dope, they too may have partook. So if you haven't, I'll give you the spoiler-free portion of this. So after that screening that night, Thursday, it was a Thursday, it got a little wild. I, for some reason, ended up at a college bar night with my buddy Brian and my buddy Pete. And then Brian dropped me off. And like an hour later, he's like, hey, man, like I came back to do the My Hero Academia podcast just to talk about two heroes, and he's like, hey, man, Carter 5 just dropped. You want to fucking listen to it? I'm like, yeah, dude, sure. Mics are on. Let's go. We'll listen to it. We'll record it. Who cares? You have to sit here and listen to my thoughts on anime you've never heard of or know anything about. Cool? He's like, all right, cool. I'm like, just be yourself. He's funny. Me and him have a good back and forth sometimes. You're going to hear that in just a few minutes. So prepare yourself. It was recorded at like 2:30 a.m. So Friday morning. And I would like to think maybe it's funny. I haven't listened to it since that night. So it's probably embarrassing. So take a listen to that. And then if you want to head over to the Patreon page, we'll have the Carter 5 breakdown up on there for you to listen to for free. All right. My Hero Academia, Two Heroes, the movie. Pretty awesome experience to go see it in the movie theater. Everybody there was in an awesome mood. So light spoiler-free review. The plot for this movie is fairly simple, and it actually ties in to episode 58 of the anime, where at the end of the episode, All Might gets an email from his niece, Melissa. Now, Melissa. Damn, that sounds American. Sure enough, yeah, she's an American. And she's the daughter of David Shield. David Shield is a famous scientist in the My Hero world. And he and All Might worked together when All Might was a foreign exchange student in America. So Melissa writes this email to All Might and invites him to come to Island, this magical, secret, floating scientific research island where her and her dad live, to surprise him. And at the same time, there's like all these other brilliant people going on there for this big science fucking festival, basically. So it kind of gives the plot the excuse to get, All Might over to this island to see his old buddy David Shield. He obviously brings Deku with him because he's like, hey, man, you got to start to do some training. We got to get you out in the field and shit. And because there's this big science festival going on on Island throughout the movie, it gives characters from the anime an excuse to show up as well. So students from UA High, where they typically wouldn't be out on this island just randomly when it's supposed to be a Deku and All Might adventure, they too are there. So not only does it allow that, the plot's pretty simple and straightforward in that regard, but it's cool because it gives us a peek into All Might's past and young All Might working alongside David Shield during his time in America. It's cool, kind of back and forth. And I think that's where My Hero Academia really excels, is being able to continue to build the backstory while still giving us the story that we're watching with Deku now. And they do it beautifully with how they, portray the young All Might and David Shields and their connection and their relationship, and, how essentially they're partners, they're brothers, So once All Might is there, him obviously being the, the symbol of peace, it's still at this point. With him still being the symbol of peace, he's got a target on his back for villains, right? And not to mention this island place, even though it's explained that, it always moves around, it's at risk of being attacked. And sure enough, some villains show up, as they do in the My Hero world. Some stuff goes down. I'm not going to get too specific with the plot there because I want you to be able to enjoy it and watch it if you haven't been able to yet. But it's a pretty simple, straightforward plot where everybody really gets a couple of moments apiece to be able to shine a little bit. All Might has his moment. Deku has his moment. All the minor characters have their moments. There are a list of characters who are criminally underutilized in this movie. And I'm not going to tell you who, but some of my favorite ones are criminally underutilized. So if you haven't seen the movie yet and you listen to that podcast that we do on the Patreon page, you know who my favorite characters are. Ugh, annoying, man. So annoying. Other than that, there are some awesome fights, some awesome action scenes throughout the movie, not just that final climactic battle, which definitely blows them all out of the water. That last battle in this movie is amazing. But there are other awesome, not equally, but, just as cool. That's like equally. There are other awesome fight scenes throughout the duration of this movie as well. There's some really fun, cool character moments. The new villains that we see, the quirks that they have are pretty interesting. They're cool. They manifest well on screen in terms of visuals. One of the minor characters I didn't skimp on in this movie is my boy Kirishima. I think Kirishima is my favorite, minor-ish character. I think Kirishima is also gay for Bakugo. And, me and MJ talk about it sometimes. I ship them. I guess Bakugo and Kirishima, man. Kirishima is so in love with Bakugo. It's just ridiculous to me. And that's on full display in this movie at certain points. It's fucking hilarious. Mineta is also really funny in this movie, as per usual, talking about his balls and stuff. This movie was great. If you haven't had the opportunity to see it, hopefully I didn't wreck anything for you in this almost 10-minute rant now. But go see it. If I don't know if they're going to be doing any additional screenings. I'm pretty sure the last screening is shit, dude. I think it's tonight, Tuesday the 2nd. So after you hear this, you're not going to have any more opportunities to see it. Unless, some theaters get wise as to how GD popular it was. Could not fucking believe that all of the Providence screenings were sold out. And that the closest place I could get tickets was in Chinatown in Boston. That's amazing to me. The dedication of this fan base is tremendous. And everybody in that theater, we all clapped. We all cheered. We all had fun together watching that movie. Everybody had fun. Like I said it when we did the Broly podcast a few weeks back. Everybody had fun. Mission accomplished. Even though the plot here in this movie is nothing fucking crazy, it's fun as hell and it's done very well. And I cannot wait for the next My Hero Academia movie. Or more accurately, I cannot wait for My Hero Academia Season 4. Season 3 just wrapped up. And can't wait to see how things shake out, especially with the the workplace study, their internships, or they're not internships, they're actually heroes now, right? It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. And I read ahead on the manga a little bit, and if I think they're going to do in season 4 what I think they're going to do, with Endeavor, I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. Anyway, that's going to do it for my spoiler-free review there. Couple Coming up, you're going to hear a bunch of sound of me and my buddy Brian Mellor trying to do a podcast way late at night. Me trying to rope it back to My Hero Academia, but just constantly being derailed. I assume it's funny. I hope it's funny. It's probably annoying. Let's be real. I'm annoyed just thinking that I have to listen to this sound right now and edit. That annoys me. So maybe it won't annoy you, but maybe it will. I don't know. You have to listen and see. All right. Super dope. Super dope. Fuck your face, Brian Mellor. Wow. I come out attacking the fucking co-host right out of the gate. Welcome in, My Hero Academia podcast, all right? So that's what we're calling it for now. Part of the Patreon page at patreon.com/Dragon Ball Superdope. You can vote on the name of this podcast. Right now, the vote, like in the lead, is Super Dope plus Ultra, which is totally what I'm into. So it's 2:30 in the morning on Friday morning, Thursday night, however you want to look at it. And my buddy Brian Mellor is here with me.
Don't tell my wife.
No, I won't. So me and Mellor are going to Nashville.
Nashville.
In like 5-6 weeks?
About that. Yep.
I'm amped. It's right after Rhode Island Comic Con. It's right after the Fathom Events screening of Fusion Reborn and Bardock, the father of Goku. You've got no idea what the fuck I just said, but it's a relevant event. It's a relevant date.
If you say so.
From my podcast life, dude. It totally is. We'll probably have another live event. Dude, we just had our first live podcast the other day.
Can we just talk about how this little Shenron Pop is trying to fuck me right now?
It's a dragon.
Yep, and he wants to fuck me.
Why?
He just has those red eyes. He's looking at me and he says, "These wild ass whiskers wanna fuck you." And I'm scared.
Wow. I've never had somebody feel so intimidated by the dragon.
Yeah, look at those fucking whiskers, dude.
No, I wouldn't even say they're whiskers. Like, it's kind of like the Fu Manchu montage.
Yeah, well, each side is bigger than my dick, so I'm scared.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to have to worry about getting fucked by a plastic dragon currently boxed in a Funko Pop box. Don't worry about it.
You never know.
So, me and Carlton, tons of fun. Yo,
tons of fun.
So earlier today, right? Me and Carlton went out to Boston tonight to go watch the new My Hero Academia 2 Heroes movie.
And get your buttholes licked.
I mean, that dude totally would have gotten his asshole cleaned for sure if there was like a nice convenient place to stop along the way, but it just didn't work out that way. It wasn't in the cards tonight.
Agreed.
But we had to go to Boston because all fucking 7 from Tuesday to Monday, so 7 days worth of movies, were all sold out in Providence. Like, it's only one showing a day, granted. Like, it's super fucking limited, but like, the fact that it was completely sold out. My dad tried to bring my sister last night, and they showed up thinking it wasn't that huge of a deal and that there really wouldn't be anybody there that could show up and buy tickets. They went to fucking Providence. They drove like 25 minutes, turned away, all sold out. So I tried to log on last night to buy tickets for a Thursday night show for Providence. And I was like, oh, I got to buy this shit 24 hours in advance. I'll be good. No. Every fucking single Providence show through Monday night is completely sold out. The closest place for us to go see this movie was in Boston.
Wait. So the sanctuary city of Providence was sold out.
Completely. Are you surprised by that? I mean, I know you threw in the sanctuary city thing, meaning that maybe you're implying that maybe immigrants are the reason that.
No.
Because there are many Asian people in Providence.
Yes, there's a lot of Asian
There's
people.
also a lot of Hispanic people who love anime more than Japanese, arguably.
Before you try to turn me into some badass asshole, I like to go to Wara Wara on Hope Street. They have the best ramen. Ken's Ramen can go fuck themselves because Wara Wara Japanese.
Wara Wara.
Wara Wara on Hope Street in Providence
Oh,
has the
My bad.
best ramen in Providence. Ken's Ramen can go fuck themselves.
is that the place with the blue banner?
Wara Wara?
Yeah, it's like around the corner from the Chinese flea market.
I'm not sure,
Like
but
off of Broad
it is on
Street?
Hope Street. No, it's on Hope Street. So you drive
Oh,
past
Home Street's east side, no?
Right. So you drive past Tortilla
rich
Flats.
person
You
ramen.
keep going, keep going. Like way that fuck down.
Yeah, that's rich person ramen. Have you been
But,
to the place in Bristol?
Sakura Tani.
Yeah.
Oh, best ramen around.
Oh my
Better
god,
than
dude.
Wara Wara.
Yo, I
I'm just
drove
trying
by
to
there
say-
this morning, right? I drove by there this morning. They had a little like easel, like a chalkboard outside that you'd buy
Right.
like a 5-year-old kid,
Yep,
right?
Yep.
And on the chalkboard it said, "We are delivery" with
Yep.
their phone number.
Yep.
I
All
was
right.
like, yo, they fucking deliver ramen now? I'm about to get so fucking fat.
True
man.
story. I went there last week with my fiance. Had delicious ramen, delicious yakitori, which it's like a skewer like beef teriyaki.
Yeah.
But they got scallops, shiitake mushrooms, eggplant.
So half the
Phenomenal.
menu is ramen. The other half is basically all sorts of different foods, and everything is on a skewer. So I got the scallops on a skewer. Those were really good. But I also
you
made
went?
yeah, I've
Son
been there
of a
like
bitch.
3 or 4 times.
Oh,
I
you
love
didn't say that? Thanks
Dude.
for the fucking invite.
I am a 5-minute walk down the street.
Well, yeah.
If you ever want to come over to my apartment, we'll chug some beers and walk down the street to get ramen.
Yeah.
I would do that happily.
Oh, thanks
But-
for the invite.
I mean, I've done it with I've done it. Me and Shannon have gone a handful of times,
I've done
and
it.
then me and Feds and Smitty went one
You're
time.
a scar.
Scored,
Yeah. Always
Except
scarred.
the one time that I went and I got the Ebi 10, which is jumbo shrimp. Okay, I'm thinking like jumbo cocktail shrimp.
Yo,
No,
these motherfuckers like
they
the
had
size
eyes.
of like me, right?
They had like 15 legs. They had a hard ass shell on top of them, but they still had a skewer up through their butthole, emerging out through their head.
It was probably fucking delicious, right?
Once I got through the legs and the shell, like once I
You
finally
gotta peel the
peeled it,
fucking thing.
dude, it was not an easy peel. That's the thing. I feel like I was peeling a raw, like live shrimp, dude. It was so hard, and I don't mean that in no sexy way.
Hey, maybe it was hard. But yeah, peel me, Kyle. Peel
Wow.
me, Kyle.
Well, I'm about to peel you into some My Hero Academia, so you don't know.
I have no fucking idea what that means.
Melor doesn't watch anime.
I
So-
appreciate the Asian culture, the Japanese culture, the Chinese culture. No offense to the Koreans. I'm not too big on the Korean culture.
Why? What's wrong with the Koreans?
No, I just no, I'm not big on the Korean culture. I don't know much about anything they do.
Well, the culture that we lick asshole around here for is the Japanese culture.
Okay, I love that. Yeah, ramen. We get the fucking sushi. Sakura on the east side of Providence, Wickenden Street, best sushi around.
Fucking excellent sushi.
Unreal.
Yo, you ever been to
You've
that
been
place?
there?
Have you ever been
Without me,
yeah.
fuck you.
Have you ever been to the place in Dartmouth?
Azuma,
Yeah, dude.
$21.95 a person, all you can eat. Whoa,
Dude, how fucking amazing is that place?
Yeah, no shit. That's hibachi.
Ugh.
That's like American shit though.
Yeah, but they got some pretty good rolls there.
Sakura. The sushi at Sakura is the best sushi I've ever had in my life. Never been to Japan. No offense if anybody's listening.
Yeah, we have a couple listeners in Japan. My buddy Todd is in the military who lives in Japan.
Yes. So I
He actually,
love to,
you see
I
these
would-
little fucking things?
Oh
this-
yeah.
This dude went to the movie theater, bought pre-movie tickets for us for Dragon Ball Z. These were like extra prizes for buying pre-advance tickets.
Hell
He
yeah,
fucking
dude.
mailed them to me, dude.
That's way fucking cooler than anything America does.
Dude, Tom.
I mean, oh, you pre-ordered a movie? Oh, cool. You still owe us $20 for fucking pre-ordering.
Todd fucking rules. Is my
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, Todd fucking rules.
I love you, Todd. So
I love you too, Todd. I don't know
so-
you, but you're cool.
Melor obviously appreciates the Japanese food, but maybe not the Japanese cartoons. So Melor didn't go. Me and Carlton had to fucking go, I don't know, like 90 minutes each way to Boston tonight to go see this movie in literal fucking Chinatown. We watched it in Chinatown in Boston tonight. Packed fucking theater. It was so we had to sit like in the first like 4 rows. That was the only place we could get 2 seats together.
Yo, can I interrupt you?
I guess. What's up?
Shenron keeps giving me those fuck me eyes.
Do you want me to put a post-it
Again.
over Shenron's face or something? I could do
kinda
that.
I kind of like it.
He
Makes
got
you
the
feel
red,
wanted.
yeah. He got the red fuck me eyes for sure. Like
Yeah.
they're passionate.
And those whiskers.
So
Oh.
me and Carlton drove to Attleboro. I drank the whole way.
Attleboro.
Yeah. Well, Carlton goes to Boston like 4 or 5 times a week. He works in Boston at like some kind of travel company. So like he'll go to like I asked him, I'm like, which place do you usually go to jump on the train? And he's like, oh, sometimes I go to this place.
I think he jumps on a lot of trains.
Yeah, he jumps on all sorts of trains. That dude loves dick. So we're fucking I'm talking, I'm like, which of these places do you typically go to work from? He's like, sometimes I go from Attleboro, sometimes I go from Providence, sometimes I go from Canton, sometimes I go from Dedham. I'm like, Dedham is like right outside of Boston. Like, what the fuck is it to drive to work at that point? He's like,
That's
oh,
where Donnie Nitro's girlfriend works.
Dedham?
Yep, Legacy Place.
Legacy, is that a movie theater?
Nope, it's a big shopping mall. She works at some eyeglass center. There's a Hooters right next door. Which
Donnie
we've
Nitro
been
has a
to.
girlfriend?
Yep, her name's Felicia. She
We've
broke up
talked
with him
about
about
Donnie
4
Nitro.
times in the past month.
They
And he
broke
still
up.
runs back like a little puppy dog, so don't put this on your show.
So I've talked about Donnie Nitro in the past.
Pussy.
He's the dude who will pass out flat on the floor at a bar and then pop up and try to run home, whether he's a mile down the street or in the fucking state of Texas.
Tried to run home from Texas. Said, yeah, I'm gonna run home. I'm done. I'm tired of hanging out with you guys. Said, oh, okay. Have a good night, buddy.
Ran out into the parking lot.
He walked out the door. And he says, where the hell are we? I thought we were in Bristol. Nope. We're in Texas, buddy. Yeah.
I'm actually kind of relieved he's not going to Nashville.
Then another time, we hopped in the car on the way home from that same bar where he tried to run home from.
Oh boy.
And we get to the hotel. He hops out of the car and says, all right, guys, I'm gone. I'm going to run home. We said, oh, okay. Oh, see you later, buddy. Well, thank God for our friend Pete, because Pete followed him. And he was running towards high-speed train tracks, which were,
no.
if he would have touched the two of them at the same
he would have
time,
died.
he would have electrocuted him and did. But he made it somehow.
What?
Thank God for Pete. Pete followed him and was like, Donnie, we gotta go to
when
bed.
I say I'm relieved
Yep.
that he's not going to Nashville, like I mean that for like
Oh.
the exact thing that you just said.
Yep.
I'm
So
not
we don't have to
trying to
worry.
fucking have
So we
to
don't-
plan a funeral after the
Right.
trip.
Right.
And
I
if
don't
we
wanna
had
have to
to-
worry about anybody.
It'd be
It's
him.
my bachelor party. It's my funeral, aka.
No, it's
I'm
just
getting
your
married.
last hoorah.
But it's
We'll go see some titties. We'll go drink some beers. We'll fucking hang out in some place in downtown Nashville for a few days. We'll have a good
everyone's
time.
gonna get laid but me.
Yes. Yeah, no. I will definitely bang some Nashville poons.
You better.
I can't believe I just said it like that. I'm such a douche.
Coons. I thought you said coons.
No, that'd be racist, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's racist if you don't want to bang some coons.
You know what, dude? I think about that every time I'm swiping through Tinder or Bumble. I'm like, if I don't like this black girl, is it racist?
It is.
And then I see a pretty black girl and I'm like, no, I generally want to fuck her. So it's not racist at all.
Yeah.
And then I see an ugly black girl and I'm like, it's not that she's black, it's that she's ugly.
Yeah. I love black people. My best friend, well, one of my best friends was black. Matt Harris just passed away. If we can have a moment of silence for him. Rest in peace. Love that motherfucker.
I donated to his bench today.
Did you buy the t-shirt? I bought 2 t-shirts, actually.
I didn't. So
One from-
for the listener who doesn't know Matt is was a dude in town. He was about what, 38, I think.
He was, 38 years
He was
old.
38 years old. He was friends with literally everybody in town. He was
If
the
you didn't know Matt
dispatcher.
Harris, you fucking missed out.
He was one of the biggest, nicest personalities, smiles you could ever know. He was this
didn't need to
big
know
fucking
you.
happy black dude.
He didn't
All
need
right.
to know you. You would walk into a place and he was there and he'd be like, hey, who are you? And he'd just start talking to you. It didn't matter
Yeah.
who you were, what
He'd
color
always
you
make
were,
friends with
what
everybody.
age you were, what beliefs you had. He didn't care.
He was the dispatcher for Warren Police ambulance, fire, all that. And he was a larger dude, like I mentioned. He went in for lap band surgery, and it was seemingly a success. About 2-3 weeks later, he wasn't feeling right. He started feeling kind of weak. He started getting a fever, and it turns out that he had an infection from the surgery, and he went into the emergency room, and it didn't.
It was his time to go.
It didn't end well. Harris was almost like a symbol of our two little towns. No, like everybody in fucking town knew him. Even if they weren't friends with him, they knew who he was.
Yep.
He used to hang. My auntie Cordy fucking accidentally makes appearances on our podcast sometimes. When I first met Harris, him and my auntie Cordy were serving on the rescue squad together before he was a dispatcher. And I met him when I was like 12, 13 years old, when he was partying here with her, when he was like, 23, 24. And he was always just such a nice fucking dude. So me and Cordelia have because Cordy was tight with him. I wasn't tight with him like you were or like she was, but he was my buddy. I'd fucking talk to him if I'd see him. I was upset, obviously, when he passed. So Cordelia had a tough ass time. So she'll pop in here and just be like, hey, like that's how I knew about all that shit that we talked about earlier with a certain somebody who went a little bananas. But she'd pop in and, we'd talk through it. And she popped in and told me about the bench today and all that, right? After she told me about the bench, she said, you want to know what the saddest thing is they posted the opening for his job today in the papers.
I didn't see that.
And she goes, I read it and I immediately thought of you. You should apply for that job. And the money's not bad. The benefits would be great. Aside from the fact that you're friends with all the cops and firefighters, obviously, that's like an added benefit.
Schedule too, so you probably can't play too many gigs.
Yeah, I'm sure it would impact gig life for sure if I tried to get it. But I thought about it, and I'm kind of actually glad we talked about it, because when I was riding the train today to Boston, I thought about
you ride a lot of trains.
It's not a gay thing. It's a train from.
No, it was gay.
It was Attleboro to South Station.
It's like Carlton's mouth.
No. So I thought about it today. I'm like, the stress of that job, having to talk people through emergencies when they're dialing 911 and calm down and do this, do that, helps on the way.
There's a lot of bullshit calls too. He used to post all the time on Facebook. He'd be like, oh, just got another call. Is there a parking bang tonight? It's like, what's the fucking news? Like, what do you think?
Google it, you fucking asshole. Just Google it. But I was thinking to myself, like, if I deal with those high stress situations, and then I related it to this fucking anime, this My Hero Academia, where a lot of the story revolves around the shit that happens to somebody who's typically not in a position to be able to immediately fix it. It's a story about heroes, but it's about a kid who, every step along the way, he was not meant to be a hero. Despite that, he fucking steps up and tries to be a hero. He goes beyond. Plus ultra! So, did that just freak you out a little bit?
Not really.
The plus ultra didn't
want some fucking sushi.
Wow, racist only a little. That's good.
Oh, not at all.
So, I was thinking about that kind of dispatcher job and the high functionality of your brain you must have to be able to navigate those high stress situations and shit. I don't know. I'll look at the listing. I don't know if I'll apply. I don't know if I want a job.
I think you should.
I don't know if I want a job though. I want benefits. I want medical insurance. That'd be dope.
That's exactly
Patreon.com/DragonBallSuperDope.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Super Dope. I don't know what that means, but Dragon Ball Super Dope, Dragon Ball Super Dope, Dragon Ball Super Dope.
You've got no idea what the podcast is about, huh?
Yeah, it's about Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but
super, and it's dope.
I meant the overall general attitude and aesthetic of it.
Nope.
Well, when we're done recording this. So what me and Brian are doing tonight, right, is I'm gonna make him listen to me fucking vamp about this movie for the next few minutes. All right.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm sorry, but
No, it's all cool.
we've
I
already
love it.
talked for like 20 minutes about bullshit. If
Yeah, we
somebody
sure
has
have.
made it to this part of the fucking My Hero analysis, God fucking bless you. Holy sweet ballsack.
It's 2:48 a.m. and I'm gonna be here till 5 a.m. talking with Kyle.
At least. So
Kyle.
we're gonna he and I are gonna talk about My Hero, the movie. At least I am, and he's gonna be like,
When I think of My Hero, I think of the Foo Fighters.
"Here goes my hero." So
Watch him as he goes.
I've been doing this thing at my gigs, right? Where I got my iPad and shit. So if I get Wi-Fi there, I get bored, and I'll say to myself, like, what song could I probably play right now that I don't play?
Shimmer.
If I already play that, I know that one by heart, no doubt. But like, let's get like a random ass song that I know well that I could fake if I've got the lyrics and the chords in front of me. And the other day, I did that with a Foo Fighters song. I did it with the best of you.
Yeah, that song sucks.
There's someone giving a bell. Dude, halfway through, legit, I thought I was gonna have a fucking heart attack, and I got so like.
Well, good thing you didn't mention that in
winded.
front of Pete.
Yeah, I didn't know his brother died of a heart attack.
Yes, sir. He had a heart problem that was undiagnosed, and it was his time. Not trying to be cold.
Him and Harris died on the same day, right?
No, 2 days. So Harris passed away on Tuesday, September 11th.
Fitting fucking firefighter guy.
Yes. Were you there for the funeral at all?
No,
So-
me and Cordy were gonna go until that shit happened the night before, and then she didn't want to go because she was worried she'd get into a fist fight.
Yep. So at the funeral, they actually spoke about how it was fitting that as a firefighter, as a kid, he always wanted to be a firefighter. He grew up. He finally got on the fire department, blah, blah, blah. And it was just so fitting that he passed away on 9/11 when so many firefighters passed in New York. And Pete's brother actually passed. They say it's the 10th on the Monday because that's when he was found by Pete's
But he could have
mother.
died on the 9th, maybe.
It was actually last seen on the
Because Deepa
7th.
lived by himself, right?
Yes, he lived in Bristol on Barnum Ave in an apartment, first floor. So he was supposed to go over. His parents didn't hear from him Saturday. He was supposed to be there Sunday for Sunday lunch they have all the time, the family, and he didn't show up.
Oh,
So his mother
what a
called.
shitty way to like realize.
His mother called, didn't answer, and she was like, "Oh, okay, maybe he's like out, maybe he's doing whatever." Monday, still didn't hear from him. Mother had the key to the apartment, walked in, and the way the apartment was is on Varnum Ave. You walk in, it's like a breezeway, living room, and as soon as you open the door, you see the breezeway, the living room, and the bed is straight ahead. And he was just in the bed, just sleeping, just gone. So the mother found him at 5:30, 6 o'clock Monday night, 2 weeks ago. Pouring rain. The neighbor went to Roberto's, saw Pete, said, "Hey Pete, you need to come." He's like, I can't. Like I'm in the middle of service. It's Monday night. We're upscale restaurant.
Yeah, I'm working.
I can't. Yeah, I can't. I'm the head chef tonight. I can't do anything. And she's like, "No, you need to come with me right now. It's your brother." And he's like, "What do you mean it's my brother?" And she's like, "Oh, he's gone." And he's like,
That's how Pete had to find out
and he's like,
from his neighbor while he was at work.
so she's like, "Come with me. Matt's gone. Matt's gone."
Man,
And he's like, so
That's
so
awful.
so Pete, mind you, he's working, cooking food. He's like, oh, Pete's gone. Like, where the fuck did he? Matt's gone. Where'd he go? Florida? Like, good for him. Like, he's gone. Like he's missing. He didn't think like, oh, he's dead. He's just like, oh, when they said he's gone, they're like, oh, they can't find him. And he's like, oh, good for him. Like, the fucking kid left. He's in Florida. He's in California. Like, the kid fucking went. Like, yeah, hell yeah. Like, he's gone. And then she's like, get in the car. And he hopped in the car. They went to his apartment. His mother's there. His father's there. Cops,
man.
ambulances. And they had to wheel him out. He was dead. And he's like, oh, that's what you meant by gone. He's gone. He's dead. It's sad. I mean, for a mother to find that the dirty 8-year-old son.
No parent should ever have to
37-year-old
bury
son.
their child. I'm tight with Pete's cousin,
Like, who?
Alana.
Oh, she sings good.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's how I know her. Her and
Yep.
I were in the choir together in high school and shit, and we've hung
Yep.
out a few times since we've graduated. Like,
Yep.
she's one of my favorite people. She's such a
She's a
bad
sweetheart.
bitch, dude. She does not take any shit from anybody. She was always such a
Mhm.
leader when we were in choir together and shit. And her voice,
Her husband runs Empire Gorilla.
Matt, yeah, dude,
Yeah.
Matt's fucking good people
Yep.
too, and their little girl's adorable.
Yep.
But I didn't realize that they were cousins until like literally today. I saw a Facebook status of them going out to lunch together. I'm like, oh,
Aviary, yeah.
yeah. I'm like, oh, they're related. Okay,
Yep.
because I knew that Alana was really upset when Matt passed, and
Right.
I wasn't sure of the relationship, but cousins.
Yep.
So me and Mellor have talked about really sad shit for like the better part of a
Yeah,
half
so let's
hour.
get happy.
Yeah. So we're about to go beyond Plus Ultra. As I mentioned at the top, I went to go
Dragon Ball is super fucking dope.
but we're not talking about Dragon Ball. We're talking about
It's
my.
super dope.
It is. Yeah. No, it's super dope.
Super dope.
Not bad. Not bad. I'll show you some better examples when we're done. So me and Mellor are gonna vamp. Oh, I'm gonna vamp again about My Hero for a couple minutes about the movie in general. I'm not gonna do too many crazy spoilers, but just kind of give you like my overall, I don't know, reaction to it, review of it. Generally, I'll try to keep it pretty spoiler free. Mellor doesn't give a fuck nor know anything about this show, so this will be fun to see him react to my general nerddom. What do you? He's like making hand signals with his dick and his thumb between his fingers. Is this like a?
There's sign language for I have to pee, and I was gonna ask if you would pause it.
Oh yeah, no, you can go pee. Go ahead. Straight across the hall.
Stupid ass.
I don't know what the fuck this is. What do you think I am? Fucking ESL and shit.
It's sign language, you fucking prick.
I don't know things. My best friend's mom when I was growing up was a sign language interpreter, but she didn't teach me that. So now that me and Mellor have talked about mad depressing shit for the better part of a half hour, I want to give you my general reaction, overview, and response to My Hero Academia 2 Heroes. There will be some light spoilers. I'm not going to try to get too crazy specific. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, you don't want shit spoiled for you, don't fucking listen any further. You've already heard 30 seconds of boo-hoos about our friends passing away.
Bitch.
So now you don't have to fucking listen to no spoilers. You know what I'm saying? The download already counts. The metric's already there. So thank you for your service.
Yeah.
But me and Carlton went up to Boston, literally fucking Chinatown today to catch this movie. And place was packed. There was a good atmosphere in the theater. This movie is really interesting because it ties in directly to episode, I believe it's 58. It's just a little Wayne. So, me and Mellor.
Thank the Lord I'm not a broke nigga. I'm dope nigga. Check my name, I ain't like average. Joe nigga up above or my above average.
So-
Whole nigga tight frame with a tight.
So the reason I was able to talk Mellor into coming over tonight to talk is because Lil Wayne's Carter 5 just dropped. Now Carter 2, Carter 3, those are two of my favorite hip hop albums ever. Carter 4,
We've been friends since the Carter 2.
you and I have been friends since the Carter
Well,
2.
before the Carter 2. But the Carter 2,
Carter 2 is fucking
story
amazing.
of our friendship, pretty much.
You think so?
Hustler music.
Young boy. Yo, hustling music, dude. How many fucking reckless nights have we had to hustling music?
Too many.
My head to the sky, my feet on the ground. Yo.
Finger on the trigger.
So me and Melor are gonna go over. We're gonna basically listen to the Carter 5 in the second half of this episode tonight, but we're gonna have that over on Patreon feed. It's for free. You can go over there and listen. While you're there, please feel free to subscribe. Get in on the My Hero Academia podcast,
Please do.
the OGDB podcast. Get all sorts of extra super dope fun shit. But me and Melor are gonna, and it's for fucking like Apple reasons, really.
Fuck Apple.
Like we can't have Lil Wayne's shit rolling in the background while we fucking talk about it. But if we put it on Patreon and y'all motherfuckers,
I don't know what that is. But yeah, yo motherfuckers.
Patreon is a way for people who like content creators like myself. They can donate X amount of dollars a month and they'll get like additional benefits and shit. So
I like it.
the main draw for our Patreon is like we do this Dragon Ball podcast once a week, right? Me and Carlton do a podcast.
I usually drag my balls.
Yeah, you do. Me and Carlton do an additional podcast about old Dragon Ball from like 1986 right now. And then we're doing one about My Hero Academia. So if you pay, that $10 a month fucking tier, you get both podcasts, extra episodes of Super Dope. You get like behind the scenes shit. Like it's a pretty cool fucking package. We got a few people in that tier.
Definitely.
I'm hopeful to be able to grow it a little bit. We're at the $100 tier right now. We're at $100 in terms of our monthly payment right now, which is cool. Basically, what we're using the money for is just to we did a live event last month, which
Right. I heard it was packed.
oh dude, it was fun. We had quite a few people that I
saw many pictures.
I did not
And
know.
it was
I had people that I was not friends with. I did not know who
not gonna
showed
lie,
up.
not sure what it's all about, but I saw the pictures. I saw Facebook feeds.
You should have
I saw
came and hang out
videos,
anyway, dude.
And
You
it-
should
it-
next.
it-
We're probably gonna do
I'm
another
impressed.
one in November,
Right.
and honestly, a good portion of it is just us talking shit and me telling my buddies to shut the fuck up because they're mad annoying
and
sometimes.
you're good at that.
Yeah, no, I excel at that shit. So we did the live event.
This asshole one time choked me out in the mall. But go ahead.
Yeah, but you kind of asked for it, no?
No.
You don't think? I mean, I'm not gonna say that my
Can we
response
tell a
to
story?
your action was not appropriate,
Can we tell a story?
but you were kind of a douchebag about it.
Can we tell a story?
All right. Context. I'm 17 years old. Okay, so this
Correct.
is 12 years ago. If you're
Correct.
17, you're like what, 20, 21?
Correct.
And I was dating a girl that I was head over heels in love with. Spent
15.
five years of my fucking life with.
15.
She was 2 years younger than I was.
Not going to jail, but she's still 15.
Yeah. So 5 years of my life, head over heels in love. Melor, she also liked to do some coke sometimes.
A little bit.
Yep. So Melor made a joke about how
In the middle of the Swansea Mall in front of the
we were
Easter
walking
Bunny,
by
mind
the
you.
Easter Bunny.
The Easter Bunny saw it all.
The Easter Bunny did see it all. You seemed appalled.
So
The cop standing by the Easter Bunny came over and watched us.
I actually forgot how it all happened, but something was said, and I said, "Oh, hey, Kyle. At least I don't like my girls like I like my whiskey." And he's like,
What the fuck does that mean?
and I was like, "Oh, 15 years old and mixed with Coke." Didn't turn over well.
I
I ended up getting choked out in front of the Easter Bunny.
grabbed Brian by the trachea
Funny joke.
and put him down on the ground.
Bad timing.
And yeah, I haven't had to do that. I didn't have to do that for a long time until last year when we got into a fight at the football draft. And I don't remember what you said then.
Well, I dropped you actually.
No, I had you in a headlock on the ground.
Well, yes, I dropped you first, and then you put me in the
But
headlock
why did we start to scuffle in the first place?
because you drafted fucking Peyton Manning in the first round. I have no idea.
I did draft somebody who was retired
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
early
it
on.
was bad.
I was
But-
wasted. I did a draft 6 hours before that.
But we were both laughing, and Brian Alexander, the redhead, but he pulled me. Well, we were both on the ground. He pulled me off of you. When you had me in a headlock. I'm not gonna deny that.
Yeah.
But he was like
I
pulling
headlock
me
like a
off.
pro,
And he's
bro.
like, "You're a sick fuck. You were laughing," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's Kyle." Like,
Yeah, we're not like actually trying to
Right.
murder each other.
right.
We just got fucking aggravated with each other for a minute,
Right.
and it was.
We're not gonna
You know
kill
what it
each
is,
other.
dude? Like that dude's not like our fucking. He's not my friend. That dude could
He's
walk
not
by me.
my
In the,
friend.
he could walk by me in the street right now, and I wouldn't even know it's him. But I've been
Like
friends
if I
with
tapped
you,
you
for
and I
like-
was like, "Oh, Kyle, I'm dying," you'd be like, "Oh, done."
yeah, no.
And it's same if you were
But
like,
you
"Oh,
and I have been
oh,
friends for like 15
melons,
years.
melons,
I've
I
met
can't
Brian
breathe."
like
I'd be
3
like,
times
"Oh,
in my
whoa."
life.
oh, sorry, bro."
Whatever. So Melor makes some inappropriately timed jokes occasionally.
Yeah, occasionally, but it's all in good fun.
Dude,
I don't hate
we're going on
anybody.
40 minutes of not talking about this My
Yeah.
Hero movie. I
Yeah,
kind of
so
think it's
there's
fucking
one time-
hilarious.
Remember
at
the
this
time at
point.
Feds when we were playing fucking something Call of Duty or something?
Call-
This is
it
years
must
ago.
have been Halo. I don't play
Oh,
Call
Halo.
of Duty.
It was Halo. And
Yeah.
some guy's like, Maui, motherfucker, I'm from Maui. You remember
What?
that? No?
No.
Oh, well,
Were we
it was
playing
probably me,
online or
Feds-
something?
It's probably me, Feds, and Imondi. We were playing online. And some kid's like, Maui. And it was, not gonna lie, so long story short, it was kind of right after 9/11. And I have a cousin who actually passed in 9/11. She was in the 100th floor of the first Trade Center. They got hit. Rest in peace, Jennifer Kane. Look her up. Villanova. Rest in peace. So we're sitting there, and this fucking guy, we're in the loading queue, and he's like, "Oh, Maui, oh fucking Maui." So I go, "Oh, yeah."
What does Maui mean?
He's from Hawaii. He's from Maui, Hawaii.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, I was pissed off. I'm like, oh, say Maui one more time. I'm going to hire my fucking Arabian cousins to fly a plane into your coconut hut and fucking blow it up. Imondi and Feds lost their shit.
Of course they did.
Absolutely lost their shit. Like, we're pissing their pants laughing. I shouldn't have said it, but it
You
was
say
funny.
you say a lot of
And
things
I was a
that
prick
you shouldn't
back
say.
in the day. I'm
You've
gonna be
always-
32 in December. Give me 10 years. I was a prick.
I honestly am sometimes surprised with some of the shit that's left your mouth that you're not dead. Like how somebody hasn't at least beat your ass.
I was
Like I've like choked you out a couple of times. That's no big deal because we're buds. But like that's like two bros just scrapping it out.
I was
bros.
accepted to Johnson Wales, Miami, right out of high school. 17 years old.
That's like a the
Afro.
fucking primo jerk off fucking school if you want to go be a hardo douchebag.
Afro.
Jay Woo Miami. Holy fuck.
Afro earrings. Chain with the Tigger pendant that was 3D.
What's even
Curie
worse is that
zirconia.
I was friends
My
with you
mom-
when you had that look.
My mom
Cecilia.
wouldn't let
Cici.
Cecilia, the Polish princess,
She's the best. I love
would
you, Mom.
not let me go to Johnson Wales, Miami,
Yeah, no shit.
because
You
she
would have
knew
gotten
with
your ass
my
beat.
mouth, I wouldn't have gotten my ass beat. I would have got my ass shot. I would have been dead. I would not be here today
Yep.
if it wasn't for Cecilia.
Sissy. That's what
If
she's doing. I can't call her Cece.
if
Sassy.
Brian
That's
if
what she's
Brian
doing.
Senior would have been like, "Oh yeah, son, go ahead, don't
You got a death wish,
Miami.
boy? Go ahead. Go on to Miami.
Here's my credit card. Go down to Miami." Either he would have been in fucking debt, or I'd be dead.
Surprised he's not in debt anyway.
So yeah, fuck you. So yeah, that's how it happened.
So, My Hero Academia is a movie that I saw today.
I like macadamia nuts.
Like, they're in ice cream sometimes, no? Macadamia nuts?
Yeah.
Well, this is academia, meaning like a school and shit.
Oh, so it's yeah, whatever.
All right, so I'm gonna
Academy?
give you guys like a real brief on the surface review. Give me
Yeah.
5 minutes, Melons, and then we'll
I'm
talk
Polish.
about whatever. So me and Melons are gonna review the Carter 5 after
I'm
this
Polish.
on the Patreon page. Okay.
Yeah, we sure are. We're gonna listen to it
It's
live.
going to be for free.
motherfuckers.
Patreon.com/DragonBallCBW. If you want-
Patreon.
So, real quick, before we review the Carter 5, that's how I got Melor here in the first place. This is basically talk about the fucking Carter 5.
Yeah, it was supposed to drop last fucking week.
It was supposed to drop like fucking 5 years ago.
Well, yes, first of all, it was supposed to drop 5 years ago. Then last week, I was at Donnie Nitro's house watching Thursday Night Football. And it was
Donnie
the
Nitro.
Browns. The Cleveland Browns somehow came from behind,
Yep.
won the game.
Heard it was beautiful.
Not that any Dragon Ball fans watch football, but
I don't really give a shit about football at all.
they won.
Except Tom Brady. That's the only football I give a shit about.
Yeah,
Right
I'd
now,
fuck
it's
him.
not going well.
I'd fuck the shit out of Tom Brady.
Who wouldn't? You'd come inside him,
Yeah.
even
and,
though
and hope he got pregnant somehow.
exactly.
Yep.
Even though it wouldn't happen, it couldn't happen
Yep.
biologically speaking. You
I mean,
hope to impregnate him
I'd let him
and
come
hitch your
inside
wagon
me.
to that dude for at least the
I'd
next
let-
18
I
years.
would let him come inside me and hope it impregnated me somehow.
For real.
Then we'd own Disney, we'd be rich, and our future kid would be, you know, next best quarterback.
America, America, God shed His grace on thee. Anyway, we're gonna talk about the Carter 5, but on the surface here,
That was supposed to come out last week.
this My Hero movie. 46 minutes into our recording here. This is My Hero movie, right? If it ties into episode 58. So basically the episode 58 wraps up. It's like a non-canon episode. It's that weird episode that a lot of us either loved or hated, where they did like that big romance mystery bullshit. And at the end of it, All Might gets an email from his niece, Melissa. Oddly sounding American name, isn't it? And she's like, "What up, Uncle Mike? Yo, we having some shit go down on Island. Why don't you come visit me and my fucking dear old dadu, and we'll surprise the piss out of him. It'd be wild."
The piss.
So he's like, "All right, cool." And he goes and scoops up Midoriya, and they fucking hop on like a little tiny ass fucking plane,
Dick.
and they go to Island.
Ireland.
Island.
Is that like a real thing?
It's the letter I dash Island. It's not a real thing. So
It's
what?
like Pokemon?
Kind of what Island is a place where all of the best
Pikachu's.
scientists, they can all live there. It's like an artificial island that's like overseen by America, that floats all throughout the fucking oceans and shit. So that way
So
villains,
there's like an eye, like a eyeball,
I like the letter I.
but is there a giant eye that oversees all?
No, this ain't Lord of the Rings, man. I don't know why they picked the letter I, to be honest with you. It makes no sense. There's a school there of very talented inventors and scientists and shit who want to help heroes fucking dominate evil
But they're
and
not.
shit.
They're not real.
No, they're totally real.
Okay.
So everybody goes to Island once a year for some big ass hero expo, right? All Might being the top hero, he gets the invite, duh. Plus his buddy Dave lives there.
Dave.
Dave, literally.
That's not very Japanese.
It's not. He's an American dude. So All Might, in the beginning of the movie, they show flashbacks of him. He's a foreign exchange student who comes over to America to do his superhero studies in
His name's
America.
Dave.
And he
And he
studies.
comes to America.
No. All Might.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Toshinori Yagi. All right, that's All Might.
Toshinori Yagi. I like that.
He from Japan goes to
He
America.
from Japan. You're racist.
Oh, that's not what I meant.
He is from Japan. He from Japan.
So he goes to America.
You need to leave that now.
I wish that you had a fucking Fu Manchu. I really do.
So
Ooh.
so I do as well.
So he goes to America on a foreign exchange
Super.
student program.
Yes.
Yo, you know my mom's trying to get a foreign exchange student right now?
Your
She's trying-
mom, Maria.
Yeah.
Maria.
Maria is
She
trying
get Jackie?
no, she's trying to get
Oh, she get Nori.
you're getting too racist.
Oh,
So
she's
she
super happy.
she is trying to get a Korean foreign exchange student. But
Oh.
something got fucked up with his
From-
visa.
from the Seoul,
Maybe. I'm not
South
sure.
Korea.
Maybe I don't know.
From the Seoul.
I don't know.
Well, you know,
I don't know
Seoul-
where he's from. I know
you
he's
know
from Korea,
Seoul,
but that's
South
it.
Korea?
I don't
Do you
know
get
that
it?
he's from
Do you
fucking
get it
Seoul.
though? Do you get it?
On
Seoul,
the
South
Seoul,
Korea.
South Korea. Yeah, I
Oh,
get
you
it.
found a Seoul.
You're getting two racist melons.
How is that racist?
You know how it's racist. So
Oh, he found a Seoul.
Toshinori Yagi's get this fucking invite to go to Island, and he's like, "What up, Midoriya? You're coming with me?" And he's like, "That'd be dope."
Midori.
Midoriya, Izuku, Deku. He's got like 3 different names. We'll just call him Deku for the sake of fucking simplicity.
Okay.
He's like,
Deku.
"Hey, what up, Deku? I'm going to this island. You want to come?" And he's like,
Yeah, baby.
"Yeah, I'm coming.
Stroke me off.
Stroke me off. I'm coming with you." So they go to this island, and basically the idea is there's all this like private party access that Midoriya and All Might get access to, but some of your fucking typical characters show up. Momo Yaoyorozo, the richest bitch who makes fucking things out her tits, quite literally.
Like
She's
milk?
there. What?
Like milk.
No, not milk. Like, so what Momo's power is she can create anything, but she has to use like the lipids and the fat in her body. So like she consumes calories every day, right? And then she can use that energy and the lipids and the calories she consumes to make things like fucking swords or like fucking cannons and shit. She's wild as shit. But she gets obviously very winded if she were to make something big like a cannon like she does at a certain point in this movie.
Yeah.
But bitch is super rich. She got into UA Kokoda without any test, recommendation only. She in there. So, you know she's mad powerful. She got private passes and shit. She's bringing like mad people from class. So she brings Ochako Uraraka.
Taco?
Ochako.
Chocolate taco?
Ochako Taco Uraraka. She brings Jiro, the fucking chick with the fucking plugs in her ears.
In her ass?
Nope,
Oh.
in her ears. So basically, she's got earlobes that like extend down to headphone plugs. Basically, that she can like plug into like a wall to like be able to listen to people and shit, or like she can plug it into the fucking ground and like be able to like use the things on her legs to blast some shit at motherfuckers, rip up their days. She don't give a shit. So everybody goes to this island. Coincidentally, everybody's there. Baku goes there. Todoroki's there. Kirishima's there. Everybody from class UA is there except Jirio or whatever the fuck his name is. A dude with a big ass tail that looks like a big thick dick. But
What
it's just,
the fuck?
it's a weird thing. He's like a kung fu master with like a 5th fucking limb, but that big limb is a quote unquote tail. But it looks like a big old flopping cock. It's weird. So he ain't there. He's like the only main.
Super weird.
It's super weird. He's like the only main dude in Class 1A who doesn't show up. Everybody else at least makes an appearance, but you got some cool moments. You know, obviously, All Might having to be the symbol of peace. He needs to be in public for this public, display or celebration of heroes and the science behind them. He needs to be in his muscle form at all times. So when things go down in this fucking movie, it starts with a hostage kind of situation where All Might is also taken hostage. Now, again, I'm not going to try to get too spoilery with this, but with All Might being taken hostage, obviously that gives way in the story for the kids to be able to be like, oh no, some shit's going down. I know that we're a bunch of little kids with superpowers and shit, and legally we're not allowed to do this, but yo, we're about to jump in this bitch and save the day. So they do just that. Izuku Midoriya in this movie, a couple people asked me when I was posting about it earlier tonight, is it canon? Does it fit in with like the main storyline of the anime?
Do you like children? And I said yes.
Nobody asked us that. So people asked me if the story in general fits in with the anime, and honestly, it could, but it wasn't in the manga. It's not considered canon. It could realistically, if they really wanted to make it fit, could. It's one of those stories that it all happens within a fucking day or two. So they could squeak it in if they really wanted. But purposes of this, no. Deku does get a nice little plot armor device to use in terms of equipment given by Melissa Shield, David's daughter. So a lot of the story, you know, it starts off in the past and it shows young All Might with David Shield working together while he's an exchange student in America.
David is not very Asian.
He's from America. He lives in
But
California.
you just said he's an exchange student.
No,
in
All Might
America.
is the exchange student from Japan who goes to America, and him and David Shield, who is from California, USA, become friends. Got it?
His name is David Shield.
David Shield. Yep.
That's gay.
He's like a top scientist in the fucking world and shit.
Shield's not a real last name.
I mean, actually, no. I've met people with the last name Shield. I've talked to them.
It's not real.
You're not real. So
I'm fake.
all of the background stuff
Sorry.
or the flashback.
I don't mean to be a asshole.
Too late. All of the flashback stuff happens between a young All Might and a young David Shield working together in this American fucking exchange student setup.
And they fucking rock it.
They do. Seeing young All Might whoop some ass is fucking amazing. And then seeing how David Shield basically comes in and complements his life and helps him with the equipment upgrades or whatever is very cool. Then, the current part of the movie, now that All Might, it's very much set between seasons 2 and 3 where the Embers of One for All, they're really not.
They're all for one.
They're not. I mean, All for One does make an appearance toward the end here, but the Embers of One for All, they're not really there anymore, but he still has to be able to maintain that hero form. So even though he's not really able to combat crime like that, now that Midori is there in this present day, him and Melissa, David's daughter, are able to kind of carry on that same dynamic that young All Might and David had earlier in the film. So outside, and it's like a real simple plot. It's basically hostage situation, ascend the tower, take back the security system, beat the main boss. And the main boss is basically a fucking Japanime. I'm old enough to call anime Japanimation.
Why is there a monkey staring at me?
That is a replica of a monkey head from.
Nope, that's like the original.
Yeah, I mean
Yep.
it's pretty real looking, but it's from Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. Probably worth like thousands of dollars.
Put your weed in there. There's a pouch in the back. Melor's just flipping this monkey off.
monkey.
I'll put the picture of the monkey up on the Instagram if you want to go follow us at DB Super Dope.
Please follow.
Yeah, Melor is freaked out by this monkey. He hasn't been able to unlock eyes with it ever since.
It might rape me in the butt.
You wish. So
No.
the story of this is very, very simple, and Midoriya has some convenient plot armor built in by way of a device that Melissa developed.
Krusty the fucking clown is right next to it.
Oh my god, I'll take a picture of the whole shelf, Melons. Just let me get through the rest of this fucking quick plot
Sorry.
synopsis. The main takeaways that I have from this movie, even though the plot is super simple, more or less to the point, it's super enjoyable. Good utilization of all the characters. The important ones, you see some great team ups in terms of some of the more powerful UA students team up to be able to beat some, pretty powerful villains. Kirishima, Todoroki, Bakugo, Ida, Uraraka, Deku. That's like the main cast in terms of the students that you can expect to see throughout the movie. You see everybody here and there. The only one that's super underutilized to me is Tokoyami. You'll be pissed about it. Tokoyami's in there for like 30 fucking seconds. So,
Sucking a dick.
no, he's not even sucking a dick. He's like walking on the street. He's not using Dark Shadow.
Sucking a dick.
You're sucking a dick, dude. So,
Your mom's.
my point is, Two Heroes was a very fun movie. It's a movie that makes sense with the canon. It's got some really fun, emotional moments that still tie into the overall character arcs and the themes that, kind of unite or carry over from season 2 to season 3. Super fucking enjoyable. Seeing young All Might is worth it for the price of admission, for sure. But to see Deku and All Might work together to take down a villain, dude, I cried. I fucking cried. And I don't give a shit if you're about to laugh at me, Melons.
No, I cried too, and they both started swallowing each other's loads.
Wow, dude. It's always
It
the
meant a
gay.
lot.
It's always the gay stuff with you.
It meant a lot.
It meant a lot.
Yeah.
So now that Melor is outed as a confirmed homophobe about
No, I love everyone. I don't care what you do in life. I love you.
you just love to make fun of people that swallow loads.
No, there's no who I'm making fun of.
Who are you making fun of? Me?
Oh yeah.
But you're making fun of me for the wrong reasons.
No, I mean, I'm just trying to be an asshole. I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? You need
I
to be
mean, I
more
don't even know
strategic with your assholes.
who those two young gentlemen are that you speak of.
Deku and All Might,
Yeah.
Toshinori Yagi and Izuku
Well,
Midoriya.
All Might. It sounds like he wants to suck dick all night. I don't
No.
know.
All Might will fucking kill you if he hears you say that
He
stupid
probably
ass
could.
shit. No, not
But it's
probably
fake.
could.
So
Well, I mean, he's a cartoon, but
yeah, so it's fake.
but the idea of All Might by himself could kill you. He's a powerful fucking character.
If you say so.
I do say so. So anyway, now that me and Melons or Melons has listened to me freak out, mostly spoiler free, of the My Hero
Goku dies.
Academia podcast.
Spoiler alert: Goku dies.
So My
He's
Hero
dead.
Academia, 2 heroes.
Goku is dead.
If you haven't been able to see it, it's
Dead.
gonna be in theaters through October 1st.
Don't see it because Goku dies.
Go see it because it's a fucking amazing film.
Goku dies.
The Goku dies joke has not been funny since the first time you've said it. Never mind the 6th fucking time you've said it. So take a goddamn break, okay? The My Hero fucking movie was amazing. Go see it. It fits in with the story. It's not part of the canon. It's a really fun time.
And
You'll
your
have-
hero dies.
Nobody dies.
Everyone dies.
Oh my god, my people are gonna hate your guts, dude.
Yeah, probably. Sorry, I love you guys.
So go watch Deku and All Might fight Japanimation Magneto.
All Might has sex with his sister and then gets killed by his father.
This was a mistake.
Still a good movie though.
So now me and Brian are gonna go listen to the Carter 5 straight through.
Bitch.
You can hear the audio for that at patreon.com/Dragon Ball Super Dope. It's going to be up there for free, but while you're there, consider joining the Patreon.
Please do.
OGDB Super Dope.
Please donate to never have me back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was thinking I might take my mobile podcast rig to fucking Nashville and just record. So, like, we're going to drive down in a van to Nashville. It's like a
We might make
17-hour
it.
drive.
No stops.
We might not make it.
We might make it.
We might die.
We're not gonna die, but we just might not make it.
One of us might die.
Chris Mello.
Oh, Pee Wee's going. Yeah. Yeah, he will be the one to die. Yeah, for sure. His liver can't hang with us. He'll die. And he's a Yankees fan. Yo, we were in Boston tonight. We walked out of the theater in Chinatown, and a big fucking yellow bus pulls up as we're trying to cross the street. It says Yankee on it. I'm walking by the fucking Ritz-Carlton, and there's like 10 dudes waiting there in their Yankee gear trying to get autographs. The fucking Yankees get off the bus as I walk by them, and I'm like, how's that wild card spot looking, assholes? Dude, yeah. The Yankees are getting off the bus as me and Carl were getting out of the movie
They
tonight.
say it's like, oh.
They didn't say shit, no. Like, there was barely anybody off the bus. Like, when we walked by the bus driver was opening the door.
Yeah.
And that's when I saw people inside the bus all having Yankee shit on.
Yeah.
And that's when it clicked. But it was weird to have them in like a nondescript yellow bus that it said Yankee on it, but not the Yankees. It wasn't in their logo. It was in like a flat black kind of text. It was weird. But until I saw into the bus, I was like, what the fuck is this? And then it was the Yankees,
Fuck
dude.
you.
What?
Hey. We'll lose in the first round anyway, so whatever.
Yeah, we might. We really might. Let's go, Red Sox. Let's go. Sweet Caroline. Bop, bop, bop.
We saved Jacoby.
One time, me and Mello wrote a song, and we saved Jacoby Ellsbury from getting traded to the Minnesota Twins in the offseason of 2007 and 2008. And then we played the song to Jacoby Ellsbury's face, and he already knew about it because his cousin Alexis
I
sent
know
it
the
to-
song.
Bump it.
Yeah. Yo, just
Bump
bump,
it.
it. Stop the autograph signing for us to play this song.
And then the manager got mad at me because I didn't call him ahead of time to let him know that we were going to be there. And I was like, yo, dude, I'm like
Three
17 years
guys.
old.
3 guys with an acoustic guitar.
It was me.
Pissed.
It was me, you, Feds, and Martinelli was there.
Yeah. So 4 guys. 4 guys and an acoustic guitar. The manager was pissed.
And it was snowing outside.
right.
We waited in the snow for
Snowstorm.
2
we
hours.
took the train.
Yeah.
We left at 8 in the morning to get there.
I can't
I
believe
think I was
we've,
pissed.
can't believe we've gone an hour. On
You
all this
didn't
stuff.
let us know you're gonna be here.
Would have gotten you up here when the cameras were
Yeah.
here. I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm literally, I'm gonna graduate high school like in a few months. So
Yeah, I was like 18, 19.
I
like,
might
what
have
the-
just graduated high school actually, but even still, I'm like, buddy, I just graduated high school like last week. Pfft, douchebag.
7. So yeah, I was 20 years old. I was 20.
Yeah. Well,
It was
whatever.
right before I turned 21. And I'm like, dude, I can't even buy alcohol, and you're gonna be an asshole.
Douchebags.
What's your problem,
Douchebags.
douche fuck?
Douche fucks. So me and Melon's gonna head over to the patreon.com/Dragon Ball Super Dope, listen to the Carter 5, talk some more
Patreon.
bullshit. So go check it out.
Patreon.
It'll be up there for free, but consider joining. And it's gonna do it for this special extra episode of Super Dope plus Ultra, and or I'm gonna put it out on the fucking Super Dope feed, like to
Yeah.
my normal listeners, because
Super dope fucking rules.
Dragon Ball Super Dope. And then how do I end the show? I go, I'm gonna raise my hand with a peace sign, go fuck your face forever.